What's up, Papa? Yeah, good memory. Thank you. You know what? I gotta lift that up. My helmet keeps banging this thing. I hooked the steering dampener back up and I have it set at 5, checking it out, you know? I just connected it about 5 months ago. It felt like the bike was all over the road, but it was my front tire. Once I got a new front tire, I was good to go. She steers a lot better. Matter of fact, I might even lower it down 1. There you go. Nice little easy cruise. I'm slurring a little bit. I went to the dentist yesterday. And had my teeth cleaned and whatever else I had to do to them, and I'm slurring. Brakes work good. All right. be a cool little fun fact. Let me see. Today's the 13th. 37 years and 4 days ago, I was living in that house when I got married. Right under the porch, there's the ground level. We lived there 5 years. Then we lived in an apartment. We really scored on that apartment. Sorry, buddy, because they knew we were getting married, and they actually, wow, it's been so long. I got my story twisted. We got married here. 6 years later, we moved into that first apartment. They knew we were saving for a house, so they'd let us stay there for $100 a month, a one-bedroom apartment, when this was running us $7. Then we couldn't find a house, so we had to move into a garden apartment for 2 years. And then we bought a house in 93 or 94, I think. 95. I painted every house on this block. I just started my business back then. Well, it was about 5 years old. I was just really a kid, 24 years old. I remember flying down here. I can't remember which way I was going. And I went over this, it was this way. I was over this hill here. No, you see? It's been so friggin' long. Let me see. It's down here. At the bottom of the hill. I went over one of these hills here. I think it was, I know the house when I see it. It's coming up. Right there. That house. Right there with the black truck. I came over this hill so fast with a VW GTI that I was airborne, and he had a beautiful, beautiful German Shepherd that ran out as my car was landing, and I felt the bones of this dog breaking under my floorboards right down in that gully. I stopped. I stopped. I felt horrible. I backed up. He came outside, and I told him I ran his dog over. I said he ran out of the yard, and I couldn't see him coming this way because you can't really notice, but that's pretty down there. It's like steep, this hill in front of us, and then it goes up. And he's right at the foot, at the bottom, and I thought he was going to kill me, but he actually took the blame because his dog was off the leash. That was so long ago. I feel so bad, man, because I knew what I was doing. I was being an asshole. I was being a typical 24-year-old idiot. I'm 60 now, so I drive like forget about it. People beat their horn behind me because I go too slow. But that's, you know, life's experiences change you. Believe me when I tell you. If any of you younger guys are listening, you know, if I could tell you one other thing. Every 10 cents out of $1, save it. I don't care if you find a dime on the floor, put a penny away. You do that, and you start a 401 or something like that, and with your Social Security all combined, if you don't mess up and you pay your house off on time, you'll have a nice retirement. You won't be 60 years old like me, baby, still climbing ladders. But that's going to end because I got a plan. I think by the end of the year, I should be getting another house, but I can't live here no more. Long Island's too expensive. I might have to go down to South Carolina. I could buy a house cash down there. And, you know, whatever my wife and I have as an income, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Here's the house I was married in. See? Right at this little corner right here. I used to have radio-controlled cars. I'd have them flying up and down here. Tell you, I stood at this corner many hours, and I wish somebody my age came up to me and told me about saving money, or the consequences of speeding when you drive, or drugs and alcohol, all of that stuff. I probably wouldn't have listened. Because when I lived in this house over here, I had a guy sold me a life insurance policy. 2 of them, one for me, one for my wife. It was it was $45 a month. I paid into it for 2 years, and then I said, freak this, I'm never gonna get old, man. I thought the guy was robbing me, and I stopped paying it. Do you know if I kept paying that guy, I would have had $1 million 20 years ago. I wouldn't be in the predicament that I'm in now, which isn't bad. I mean, God's good to me, he takes care of me. Anyway, when I lived over here, the fence didn't come all the way to the end. It stopped by the gate. I used to park my work trucks back in here. It used to be all woods and there was a trail. Man, that was so long ago. Hey, look at that. That's another thing. Talk to the Lord. If I could tell you something more important than the money, driving like an idiot, and just being a wild, loose cannon when you're young is, yeah. Try staying close to him. That'll keep you in check. It does it all by itself. It can take 1 day, it can take 10 years, it can take 30 years. But sooner or later, you're going to bend to that Holy Spirit. Because it'll convict you and convict you and convict you until your life is just miserable. I live right down this block here. I would have never known when I lived in that house back there that I was only going to live a couple blocks away permanently. Tell you, man, life has so many twists and turns. Don't ever do something to somebody that you don't want them to pay you back, because as long as you're alive, there's a chance they're going to pay you back. Just giving you guys a little wisdom if I can, that's all. I probably sound like an old fogey doggy, but I don't really care. Let me check my gas. Okay. It's about a half tank. Why can't I get the cap on? There you go. Yeah, here's the... Yeah. The brakes work excellent on this thing. Check this out. go to Home Depot, pick up some sealant. I got to seal the grout in my bathroom. I think that's my only chore for today. Yeah, well, she's running really good. I took the 17-tooth sprocket off. I put a 16-tooth, so I lost about 3.5 miles an hour, but I gained a clutch brake. Now, the clutch brake, there's no brake better, except if you chain brakes. And that's why I got the scrub brake. See? I got 2 different brakes. I work the clutch brake is my main brake. The clutch brake is my main brake, and unless I have to really, I mean, I could skid with the back with that. So, I mean, sometimes I use both, but very rarely. I don't want to rip up the back tire. Yeah, I mean, she's running so good. Tell you, I could definitely, from that one tooth, I could actually feel the difference when the clutch engages. I'm gonna have to take this clutch apart and clean it, I think. Yeah, that's it. All right, man. Yard needs to be cleaned up. All right. Yo, 25 minutes, probably my longest video. Take care. I hope you guys pick a little something up from some of them tips I gave you back there by my house when I got married. The tips on driving, saving, and getting close to God. Take care.